blame, there's no excuse to. Better dive in the water, get immersed for repentance. Yeah. If you need him, just seek him. If you believe him, believe him, and seek him, but freaking the bigger. Yeah. I need y'all. I hope you need y'all too. I don't know about you, but I need y'all, and that's my truth. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all's truth. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all's truth. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I need him, you need him to seek him. That the bar is like a sharp sword, it had you leaking. I take the words off the page and make them come through the speakers. And leave you on your knees, pray your heart like them baby. You say you won't repent, it's better turn right and seek him. Cause he the type that don't forgive, you know we coming for vengeance. You who should live blameless, no excuse if you didn't. Better dive in the water, get immersed or repent. Generation of Nikash, who did warn you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, it had your tree, yeah you a do. Yeah, who should cutting down the tree that don't bring forth fruit? And if you still got breath, well you got a chance. But it won't be long till he come back to this land. Make sure when he come back that you're in his arms, so we can take you in the mouth, coop like we in this barn. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all's truth. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I need y'all. More than anything else, man, I need y'all's truth. I need y'all. But if you gonna be with him, then there's some things you gotta do. I had to tell you once again, now that's your second witness. I'm still fighting against sin, I'm on my Ruba fitness. And with this fighter armor, now you know I'm fighting daily. Press to make it to the mark if you gon' make it, baby. And when I said I sold my soul, it came with warranty. I can make some repairs as long as God wanted me. I had to make it plain to give you what you understand. What know what the east, except the things of a man. A lot of folks say they need y'all, but I need him the most. I'm drawing closer to the sun like a solar soldier. I know you thinking S-U-N, but I mean the bend. And that's the only way to make it in. It's eternal life to know him, that's what I believe. So when I take my last breath, my soul it will receive. Don't take my word for it, look to what is written. So when you should crack the clouds, you can say you're finished. Yeah. Tell me who did warn? Who did warn? Generation of the cops. Tell me who did warn? Who did warn? Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. Tell me what you think about it. Finally got that thing about me. I got me a savior. Already paid up. Shut my ear where my face look. With my hands up, I know I'm always being glanced on. I make plans on. Nothing to get my chance on. I took the cup, I drank from the Yahushua. That's the shot he gave to a stiff people to loosen up. If you don't get it, don't give up, bro. Use a dub. I tell you what, I can't get the truth alone. I say look, I went from beasting with the grooms to feasting with the chosen of Yahuwah on the Shabbat tune. Strong meat, not milk, that mean you got the truth. We make a tree bear good fruit. This I can prove. See these students still don't get played like the type of food the elders and the children understand it like Dr. Seuss. I knew for this opportunity. I knew you're coming back for your redeem, and not the generation of Nikash. Who did warn you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come? Christianity, it has your tree. Yeah, you a do. Yeah, who should cutting down the tree that don't bring forth fruit? Generation of Nikash. Who did warn you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come? Christianity, it had your trick. Yeah, you a do. Yeah, who should cutting down the tree that don't bring forth fruit? I used to wonder why I was born, why my mama been a child. What's on my different how? And yo, I get it, nonsense ain't out here living fine. Yeah. And though I put it down, I know it's gonna still be dry. That's why I meditate so deep, it's like I'm paralyzed. On them lessons my leaders teach.
teach, I know they
certified.
This info classified, them chief leaders won't verify. Oh, you don't know about y'all? He won't be no design. I got your hook shot, you proved us is clarified. I do again to your dime for spare my shot. See, now she almost lost her life and hurt me
To my life.
See me holding this written through all the tears. That furnace of affliction.
Hot.
Well, I'ma not get tried, but under strength and power.
That's what I get from y'all.
Look, y'all, I hop your miss, but caught me just up for a while. But make sure that you wise, cause so is the Nakai.
Them Nakash, who did want you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, it had your trick, yeah, you would do. Yeah, who shit cutting down the tree that don't bring forth fruit? Generation of Nakash, who did want you to flee from the wrath that is sure to come. Christianity, it had your trick, yeah, you would do. Yeah, who shit cutting down the tree that don't bring forth fruit? Yeah, tell me who did want. Tell me who did want. Generation of Nakash, who did want. Tell me who did want, so tell me who did want.
Give me a house on the hill, few big accounts with some meals. Throw in the butler with the chef just to make sure that I ain't missing no meals. Pull up in whip, diamond crescent on the gram, my name written down the trim. I want all my bills to be paid, but will it matter if I ain't saved? What good is all of that if I burn for the rest of my life? 7 nutritious shama yeem, so on the rocks I sacrifice. Ain't gonna lie, man, I could have it all. Probably wouldn't satisfy my law. Put me here, man, that's the crazy part. Ay, say, ay. It's coming for folks to dream. I will ask for everything, but will my soul be saved? I know if I had, I would forget your name. Ay, ay. If I had all I ever wanted, if I had all I ever wanted, if I had all I ever wanted, I wouldn't be here. Give me a house with the boat, keep Williams choking my throat. A blip in the sky with my name so I can let all of my haters know. Pull up in spotlight of fame, give real folks wear my name. Ooh, it won't mind me a plane. I'll tell you I still be the same. Me, who am I kidding? That list will be never eating, but I will be satisfied when your who she said it's finished, man. All I ever want is kind of things. And Shama Yima can't take me a thing, so I got no choice but to be say, ay, ay. It's coming for folks to dream. If I could, I would ask for everything. But what? But will my soul be saved? I know if I had, I would forget your name. Ay, ay. All I ever wanted. If I had all I ever wanted. If I had all I ever wanted, I wouldn't be here. Hey. What you take? My light shine when they see me. It's respect when they grip me. I'm your hootie for real, but you ain't gotta believe me. I go hard for my squad. I ain't ashamed, I love y'all. And since I know they listening, it's only right I go hard. And I'm gonna make sure that they notice me. 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 Testing 1, 2 is breezy. People watch me like TV. They trying to stop us from breathing. To kill us off ain't gonna be easy. Dedicated, no stopping. Like our sinners be plotting. Trying to let's get it popping and check this my business. Asking what I believe in. What's the move for the weekend? Man, these people don't listen. My mama said we been tripping. Don't listen. You out here resisting all the temptation that they throwing at me for the first time, and I'm actually happy this real life. Feel like I'm no longer rapping, no longer. I'ma keep killing beats. Make sure my tracks go hard. I read Yahuwah and they pissed cause I on they got my light shine when they see me. It's respect when you greet me. But you ain't gotta believe me. I go hard for my squad. Ain't ashamed, I love y'all. And since I know they listening, it's only right I go hard. And I'm gonna make sure that they notice me. 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 Got to be make them jealous. They want us to be some fellas. They know we hot, dog. They can't catch up. They must turn and relish. Tryna mock how we dressing. Tell them class not in session. I can put you on game and we passing our lesson. Man, shouts out to my crew and my IQ representing. Leading by an example for cut-out women and children. Standard, my rock I holding the hammer. We ain't based no more. I had to go and take off my pepper. Look. I gotta find a resting place for my soul. I can't keep confessing, yeah, cause it's getting old. I dropped the baton, I picked it right off the floor. I tell them Shama yes, and tell the devil hell no. My light shines when they see me, it's respect when they greet me. I'm your Rudy for real, but you ain't gotta believe me. I go hard for my squad, I ain't ashamed of no y'all. And since I know they listening, it's only right I go hard. And I'm gonna make sure that they notice me. 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 My light shine when they see me. It's respect when they greet me. I'm your Rudy for real, but you ain't gotta believe me. I go hard for my squad. I ain't ashamed, I love y'all. And since I know they listening, it's only right I go hard. And I'm gonna make sure that they notice me. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get no more dress. Hear my alphabet, you can get your.
Hear my alphabet, there is no more dead. Hear my alphabet, hear my alphabet.
Prestige, rather be driving machine. I won't make it in the Shama game or watch band. Keep it strained, but a patient hold the beat. Stole, traveling the road to rain, but ain't no potholes in there. Go while you're laying up, treasure wiping probably for ascension. Thinking how I put it down, payment on the road, kick my feet, repeat attention at my business on the weekend.
Adversity got me feel, and I'm slizzard off affliction. Present from my foes, who should but in my present. Can't imagine how it feel, but every room at the 7. Ain't stressing about intruder, check my watch, it's stuck on noonday. So I can't nothing else to do but make shield for you. In my alphabet,
there is no more stress. In my alphabet, you can get your rest. In my alphabet, there is no more death. In my alphabet, in my alphabet. In my alphabet, there is no more stress. In my alphabet, you can get your rest. In my alphabet, there is no more death. In my alphabet, in my alphabet.
The war of Yahuwah, this bazaar where I'm stationed to protect us in the east. Because Satan tryna take it, that's a Ruah warfare. Hekatah, I be aiming, got the right to bear arms, so my hands I be raising. To be in Yah's best, I'ma follow what's written. Born of the Abba, against him there's no sedition. When I'm with the Yada, there will be no division. Cause Yahushua water down that middle wall of partition. Now I'm resting in the Malkuth. 1 of 12 gates, a pearly gate, AC walking through. Those foundations, magnificence, don't stop. Check the streets of gold, yo, we walking on Fort Knox.
In my alphabet, there is no more stress. In my alphabet, you can get your rest. In my alphabet, there is no more death. In my alphabet, in my alphabet. In my alphabet, there is no more stress. In my alphabet, you can get your rest. In my alphabet, there is no more death. In my alphabet, in my alphabet.
Gonna come out and raw. Come out and raw, baby. I ain't writing nothing. Can't condemn this truth, baby. Damn it. Y'all check it out. Check me out, this is how I'm living. And find a list of things you niggas can't condemn it. Her mind is undefeated, but so great a cloud of witness. Conduct investigations, go and do it quickly. Check me out, this is how I'm living. And by the looks of things you niggas can't condemn it. Her mind is undefeated, but so great a cloud of witness. Conduct investigations, go
I got a keeper that's restraining me, and spark the flame in me. My heart is changing me, sustaining me, and never shaming me. Favor remain with me, reframing me from Satan entangling. Peel, cocaine, and weeds, no banging free, so hanging street, so vain and dangerously a sinner. But Yahusha came to me and spoke it plain to me, explaining me my purpose. Life is no longer a game to me. Confessing so he won't be ashamed of me, and put his name in me. Enduring as a good soldier, I gotta remain to be, so y'all can get the glory, receiving all of the fame in me. The same as me, my mitzvah call all go get the grain with me and spit the flame with me. Packing enemies, taking aim with me. No vain jangling, no philosophy entertaining me. No gaming me, I learned from pain in me that it's the same to be a transgressor, more or lesser. It's all the same degree, but I'm a dame to be what is written and it's containing me, training me, keep staining from spot, wrinkle, or blaming me.
Check me out, this is how I'm living. And by the looks of things, you niggas can't condemn it. Her mind is undefeated, but so great a cloud of witness. Conduct investigations, go and do it quickly. Check me out, this is how I'm living. And by the looks of things, you niggas can't condemn it. Her mind is undefeated, but so great a cloud of witness. Conduct investigations, go and do it quickly. Check me out, man. I can live without sin. A couple goals the eyes been, Malak of all of my kin. Yahusha HaMashiach, pump me up like Reebok. Devising plans against you, you gon' flop like Bloody D-Bot. Watch a transition, still standing while you surprised. Rita came a long way like we Aki, Ivan, dot eyes. In pursuit of rule by termination of accusers. Finding cheats and truth, you done created an illusion. Scoping out all liberties, let us know when you're finished. Short attention span, 59 minutes your limit. Disingenuous, need to quit, you make like strenuous. I just let y'all do what he do, transform my mind and clean me up. Spill your guts, you hater or rather dwell nigga shock. Better join the winning team, ain't much time on the clock. But off from Leo Rice, a peculiar way of living. I see you talking, but y'all sinners can't condemn it. Check me out, this is how I'm living. And by the looks of things, you niggas can't condemn it. Her mind is undefeated, but so great a cloud of witness. Conduct investigations, go and do it quickly. Check me out, this is how I'm living. And by the looks of things, you niggas can't condemn it. Her mind is undefeated, but so great a cloud of witness. Conduct investigations, go and do it quickly. You can't condemn it, man. I know you're on your social media sites. You got a lot of stuff to say. Trying to get the inside track of what's going on in here, man. Worry about yourself, man. I hear you talking. Why y'all do this? What about that? What about your mama? I was thinking for your dad. Y'all didn't get it right. I don't want eternal fire.
Silky B.
Y'all didn't get it right. I don't want eternal fire. Yeah, I know you demon scheming. Vices got my people lean extraordinary at the meeting. You neglect you who they free me. Occupation, thieving, poison in our home and streets. And nerve to asking why we feeding. Just know that yo who was seething, steaming. You didn't think you'll be back for his vengeance. Plan still in effect. If you bastards don't believe it, better repent. Ancestors' blood crying from the dirt. So much hurt, make it worse. Yeah, to your who the first. Y'all show this first, we serve the church. Sure enough, here come a curse. So we some homebound serfs. And that question got me tired. Get it right, but I aspire. I don't want eternal fire. Yahoo, Yahshua, get it right, but we expire. If you rise, you stay rise. I hope you should burn you up with fire. Fire, Shaman Yim is my desire. Ain't living in denial, cause Yahuwah ain't no liar. Yahudim, Yahshua, get it right, but we expire. If you rise, you stay rise. I hope you should burn you up with fire. Fire, Shaman Yim is my desire. Ain't living in denial, cause Yahuwah ain't no liar.
When you gonna run to? Where? When you gonna hide, Joe? When Yahuwah go over your life like it's a slideshow. Eyes closed, oh, not anymore. You in the judgment. When you cast up in the oven, burning fast, but you gon' die slow. Matter of fact, you'll never die. This is called the second death. When you go and burn forever, and your flesh will never rest. And Shamayim, I'm tryna be with Allahim. Now walk it out. On the streets of gold, my Abba house just like a treasure chest. No physical evidence, cause eye hasn't seen what Yahuwah went and prepared for those that believe. Don't become Yahuwah's target or get trampled by the meat. Become ashes under our feet. Now you a human carpet.
Yahudim, Yahshua, get it right, but we expire. If you rise, you stay rise. I hope you should burn you up with fire. Fire, Shaman Yim is my desire. Ain't living in denial, cause Yahuwah ain't no liar. Yahudim, Yahshua, get it right, but we expire. If you rise,
listen. The oven burning while these sinners unconcerned about the one that turned their hearts back to the fathers they don't want to learn. In other words, if what they heard was making sense, then they repent and make amends. They neck and step and they don't want to serve. They might get cut, but we don't even need the Neosporin. Service is similar to Morpheus and Neosporin. He's seeking vengeance on who tortured them, and we the target. Unless you love the one that's glorious and we adore him. So it won't be nice when he hold the sky and you told to die cause you won't comply. And you roll the dice with your only life and you still committing sin. And it's increasing cause it's already too many if you told me twice. Don't wanna go against, and I ain't on the fence. I don't wanna travel down the path Yahuwah don't permit. So when he light the fire high and you have no defense, I just wanna rise up to the sky so I can coexist.
Easy, I should all get right for we inspire. If you rise to stay, rise, I hope you who should burn you up with fire. Fire, Shaman is my desire. Ain't living in denial, know Yahuwah ain't no liar. Yahudi, I should all get right for we inspire. If you rise to stay, rise, I hope you who should burn you up with fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hope you who should burn you up with fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hope you who should burn you up with fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hope you who should burn you up.
Silky beat.
This thing sound like it give you some bass on the track. You know what I'm talking about? Like boom, 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 boom. I wake up, breath filling my lungs, can't stay the way I was before the day begun. Unconscious to my surroundings, some minus will say it was a dress rehearsal for death before my rest. Stop and refresh, like resurrected. Step I'm choosing to step in the corrected path. Yes, it's gotta be where the lamp is when it's all in his hands. No need to lean on man. Everything we think is chance. It seems Yahuwah plan chief architect. Sure they got the blueprints, how to break you down and build you up so you can do his will if you willing. So for sure you can produce his I eat, but it's the trees that he chopped down that are fruitless. Truth is, I should be one of them, counted not as a son of them. It's only by his con I'm allowed to make this song. Like SDMI, cut me straight up the top. It's only right that I give him his props. Cause I praise Yah, I done earned my stripes. Should be dead, he allowed me life. I once was blind, now I got my sight. Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? I know where my strength lies. It comes from the Most High. And even if it costs my life, I feel alright.
I feel alright, ain't good, so I'm grinning like a possum found a meal in the hood. I'm alive and I can see, and I'm on top of ground, ain't on top of me. Cause baby, I'm following the safari, and I gotta be prepared like my name is Scar. And this part of Kush, that's equivalent to Dush. But I'm holding on, y'all, go ahead, shake the bush. Ain't no raha like the one I got. Not stealing before the hook goes in the pot. At the plate, he's a grand like a kilowatt. Don't get mad at me, cause I'm giving straight a mile. As I sit back and think about all he's done and how he gave me life through his only son, I can't be mad, get this man a standing ovation. And put your hands up.
I praise Yah, I done earned my stripes. Should be dead, he allowed me life. Once was blind, now I got my sight. Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? I know where my strength lies. It comes from the Most High. And even if it costs my life, I feel alright. Stay quiet than the insect, fresher than the incense. Pep in my step, nonetheless, Yahuwah did this. Though I wasn't worthy, he showed us mercy and lived this. Each from where I was, though I come up shorter than midgets.
With no legs, my life was upside down. Had to turn around, stop the blood from rushing to my head. Now I'm munching on my daily bread and tearing it up. Cause before I was never satisfied, like dirty red.
Red is on my aim, that's what I'ma aim. Gotta cling to it, call me Louis Spider. Gotta cling to the things we've been told to do in the double ring of the safari. Guaranteed to keep me washed, sweeter than the bar.
Chicken got my eyes leaking like Hashikash shit. I must avoid a place that's hot like wasabi. Ivory's a lifestyle's not a hobby.
More cowbell. Cause I praise Yah, I done earned my stripes. Should be dead, he allowed me life. Once was blind, now I got my sight. Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? I know where my strength lies. It comes from the Most High. And even if it costs my life, I feel alright. I done earned my stripes. Should be dead, he allowed me life. Once was blind, now I got my sight. Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? Ain't that alright? I know where my strength lies. It comes from the Most High. And even if it costs my life, I feel alright.
Coming at you.
till I catch you. Hi. Yeah. Ooh, la. It's been a long time coming, still running. Hunting after this game, real cunning. He be lying, let me go all the same. Drew me out like an artist, call me to him by name. I only got myself to offer, but he offers all the gain. On the altar, he was slain, gutted out and drained. Wrapped and stored in a pit, bullheaded, he ain't staying to fight the law of death. Deal with no other each could claim. Did his job with character, the boss gave him a raise. That's the olive best, all express. You ought to be amazing, not an olive branch. We call him this, for in him there is shade of harvest, strong as death. He come the best, the slave from out the graves and snatch the collars in. Unlock us from my dungeons, breaking chains. In my range, I'm taking aim. If by any means I obtain the rank that appertains perfection, any lesson that's strange, that's gonna make me estranged, make me take on his rage, get me stricken with the sickness that's gonna make me inflamed, make me stay in his flames. If he set me ablaze, if he smarter, just the hour and just do what he says. I gotta get it, apprehend of everything that apprehended me. Over it can shock and stay a mutt and don't pretend to be. It's getting closer, every human approaches before the tour he was chosen. The one that Mashai spoke of, the Washington Savala Rasha. He's the one we put our hope in. Soak us with Dabarim as if my aiming just like roaches. Stomp out the competition, I mentioned Kabul is missing opposition to what's written, ain't living is non-existent. And I'm convinced to stay behind him till my end of days. Cause he came to shed his dime, so it ain't in vain.
For this cause, he has caused us to rise up, to bring the fall under all that despise us. To shift the tide, we're aligned as the highest. And switch the mindset from losses to triumph. Yo, we should riot on these haters, yo. Yo, we should riot on these haters, yo. Yo, we could riot on these haters, yo. Hey, let's go riot on these haters, yo. Riot. Boy, I need to riot. Boy, I need to riot. We wanna shake the foundation of the nations. Break away from every way that they tamed us. Make this place where they haters be like wastelands. With true respect, we all are haters, how we made us. Yo, we should riot on these haters, yo. Yo, we should riot on these haters, yo. Yo, we could riot on these haters, yo. Hey, let's go riot on these haters, yo.
I only got myself to offer, but he offers all the gain. On the altar he was slain, cut it out and drain, wrapped and stored in the pit, bullheaded, he ain't staying to fight the law of death. Deal with no other east could claim, did his job with character, the boss gave him a raid. That's the olive, all express. You ought to be amazing, not an olive branch. We call him this, for in him there is shade of harvest, strong as death. He come to fence, the slave from my grades and snatch the collars in. Unlock us from my dungeons, breaking chain. In my reign I'm taking aim, if by any means I obtain the rank that appertains perfection. Any lesson that's strange, that's gonna make me estranged, make me take on his rage, get me stricken with this sickness that's gonna make me inflamed, make me stay in his flames. If he set me ablaze, if he's smarter, just to y'all and just do what he says. I gotta get it, apprehend of everything that apprehended me. I will can shock and stay a mutton, don't pretend to be. It's getting closer, every unit approaches before the tour he was chosen. The one that Mashai wrote it, the watchers of all of Russia, he's the one we put our hope in. So cause without arenas in Miami, just like roaches. Not about the competition, not mention Kabul's vision, opposition to what's written, ain't living, this non-existent. And I'm convinced to stay behind him till my end of days.
because he came to shed his dawn, so it ain't no game. But this cause, he has caused us to rise up, to bring the fall under all that despise us. To switch the tides, we were aligned as the highest. To switch the mindset from loss is the triumph, yo. Yo, we should ride on these haters, yo. Yo, we should ride on these haters, yo. Yo, we could ride on these haters, yo. Hey, let's go ride on these haters. Riot, 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 riot. Come on, we gonna shake the foundation of the nation. Break away from every way that they tamed us. Make this place where they haters be their wasteland. What you expect, we all in, that's how he made us. Yo, we should ride on these haters, yo. Yo, we should ride on these haters, yo. Yo, we could ride on these haters, yo. Hey, let's go ride on these haters. Riot, 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 riot. Come on!
Riot. We can ride on these haters. Let's go ride on these haters, yo. We can ride.
Testing. Woo. Hey. Hello. Dang, boy, I looked in the eyes of Ray. I don't want to fight no more. All right. Malcolm. For those that are suffering across overseas, that's having the worst time of their lives, guys, we got to lift them up. We're in Conyers, Georgia, y'all. All the fun things happening here. Right here. We got to lift those up that's overseas. Our out-of-town members that's suffering. That's right. That push Liz over after she got emerged. Said, get out the way, time to go. We got to stand in the gap. Right. Let me bow down towards the east. Most High Eternal, Yah, who dwelleth in the Shamayim. We say I do for allowing us to be in attendance one more time. We say I do for giving us another chance to be upon our roster to serve you, to get understanding without the bar. We ask you to brought those that are in attendance and those that may watch them by live streaming. We ask you to cleanse our mind every week. We ask you to get rid of those things that may hinder us from attaining the Ruach HaKodesh. We ask you to add all things unto us that may get us closer to thy Malkuth. All these things we ask in your being, Yahushua Mashiach. Let thy word go forth today. Amen. How I'm doing, Chris? I'm doing great. Oof. I'm doing great. I'm alive. Could have been dead. Whew. I don't have a. I just thank the Most High for keeping my mind. I thank the Most High. I say I do to the Most High for allowing me to fail. A lot of things in life that I was a failure at, if I would have been successful at, I wouldn't be here today. So I say I do for the failures in my life. Just think about some things you'd have been successful at, you wouldn't have been here. So I say I do for all those things. We'll start off Romans 15:4. That's right. 4. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, at verse 4. Listen to the Safar.
For whatever Nikatab before, Nikatab for our Lamed,
Yes.
that we through endurance and the Kum of the Ketubim might have your call.
Whatever was written before, it was written to teach us that through patience and endurance of the Yakal, we might have what?
Your call.
I mean, we might have your call. Give me the book of Bereshit, chapter 1, at verse 1. The book of Bereshit, chapter 1, at verse 1. Listen to the Sefer.
Barashit, Elohim created the Shamayim and the Arats.
Yes.
And the Arats was without form and void. And
Go back up for me for a second. All right. It said Barashit, Bara, Elohim, At Hashamayim, At Haaretz. Then it says, in English, in the beginning, Elohim created who?
Shamayim
And?
the Arats.
Verse 2.
And the Arats was without form
Yep.
and void, and Kashak was upon the Pani of the deep.
All right, so the Arats was without form and was void. All right, let's look up the word. Give me the word without form. So we're gonna look up two words. All right, they'll call it thohu or tahu. All right, and bahu. All right. The earth was without form and it was void. All right. This is the word tuhu. Some people say tuhu, tahu, which is without form. It says a desolation, a desert, worthless, or vain. King James will render it as confusion, an empty place, without form. All right. How many of y'all are without form? Bostic, what are you talking about without form? All right. Of course, all of you all say what? I am a human being, I got form, right? But when I say without form, if somebody had to describe you, could they consistently say, this is Alicia, the tumble cup builder? Tumbler cup, is that what it's called? Huh? Huh? Did I get that right? This is Austin, the car salesman. Without form. When I say without form, that you have some kind of mechanics or substance about you. All right? Some people say, well Boston, what do you mean by without form? A lot of things you may think that you are developed at, or you may think information that you know, but at the same time, guess what? You don't know the information. How do you get information? By what? Through education. What else you said? Being taught. Being taught and being educated. All right? So we go to our second word. Our second word we said we're going to look up, which is, it should be bahu. Avoid. Vacuity. Let's look that up in Google. So the first word we looked at was without form. All right. The second word we looked at was bahu, or bohu, right? But let's see what that word means. vacuity. Vacuity. It means a lack of intelligence or empty-headedness. All right? Lack of intelligence or empty-headedness. If you have an empty head, that means what? Nothing's in it. Or no one put any what? Information in it. There we go. All right. The example that says, full of excitement, I listened to my first student sermon only to be taken aback by his vacuity. That means he knew absolutely what? Nothing what he was talking about. All right. The second example, it says an empty space or emptiness. So when we go back and we look at Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, it said whatsoever was written aforetime was written for our what? In order we should have what? Something to what? Teach us and to fill that void. So when you start feeling voids in your life, guess what? You will become formed. Y'all follow me what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Without form, because you don't even know what to become. A lot of us say, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be successful. You really don't know what you want to be. All you want to know is that you want to make some money, and you don't want to live outside, and you don't have a car to drive, and you don't want nobody to talk about you. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the void things that we deal with in our life. So what I wanted to show y'all was when Elohim saw that there was an emptiness and a void, you know what he did? He filled it. Anything that's lacking, it can be filled by Mr. Yahuwah. That's right. The reason why you have a void, right? You may say some things I never had. Them are your desires. Them are your desires. What you may be looking for. You have voids in your life. A lot of times, as I think back, I was having a conversation with someone, and I was telling them, I said, parents don't fill a lot of voids in kids' minds. What do I mean by that, right? A lot of things as a parent we hide from our children, right? A lot of things as a child, our parents hid from us. Right? So the only thing that we can go about is an assumption on how to live a certain life. Right? Because I was never taught. Right? So if I see my mom and my father, they having some kind of disagreements, right? And all I do is see both of them walk out the house, what does that mean for me as a child? Right? My parents just left, they split, I don't know what happened. So there leaves a what in my life? A void, an emptiness. It leaves questions, right? So only thing as a child, what a child would do when that void is not filled and information is not given to that child, what would happen is the child would get older and say, you know what? All I know is when my mom and my dad was angry, the best thing for they did was what? They left. But they never explained to the child, why did we leave? So there will be a void in some people's life. Fathers may leave certain kids. Mothers may leave certain kids, right? Friends may just walk away from you and leave those voids. Then when the friend come back, what they say? Man, why you don't treat me the same? Say, bro, you left me and I really didn't know what to do. I didn't know if you were snitching on me. I didn't know if you were trying to backstab me. But all I know that was a void in my life, right? So what is that? What point are you trying to get to? The point I'm trying to get to, a lot of problems that we have in our life because of some previous voids that never been answered or filled. And some of those things that we continue to what? Search for the answers, right? Some people just say, you know what, I never stop. I always want to know why. If I know why, maybe I know a better way how to live my life, right? Some questions you will never get answered. Some questions you will never get answered, but what you can't do, you can't use that to hinder you from moving forward. Sometimes you can ask certain people, hey, let me ask you this, man. What happened? You remember that time back then? Why did you do that? And they'll tell you, and you know what they say now? That makes sense. So, in the future, when you leave, it's not fair, and I try to do this with my children as well as my wife. I try to give them a reason on why we do certain things. Because all I tell them is Wednesday, as they call, Friday and Saturday, we go to service. But they don't know why they're doing it. There's no substance later on for them to come back to it.
That's right.
We have muhads. Why do we come here? If they don't have no substance, why? They're without form. Guess what? They're not going to come back to it. The book says, train up a yalla in the way, and when they're old, what's happened? Because they have some kind of formness about them. They have some kind of structure about them. So when they go different ways in life, what's going to form them back is the same words that they heard before. So when we sit in here, the whole thing is to get formed. By me, I had to develop who am I going to be in life. That's the first thing I had to do, right? I had a slogan. I did something on my first trial sermon. Somebody reminded me about that, and I forgot I even did it. I had used the term, it's called PIMAS. Remember that? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally? Yes, sir. Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
Some kids, oh, they be like, what is that? They'll tell you, I write on the board. I don't know if they can see it. Please excuse what? My dear Aunt Sally. And these were acronyms, right?
Yes, sir.
These were acronyms for how to solve math equations, right? The first thing they say they use is parentheses.
Yes,
Y'all got that? Parentheses. Then the second one is exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, all right? What's the first thing that you have to do in this equation? Huh? There you go. I appreciate it. My crew working hard today. This is what they call it. PIMDAS. PIMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So when you get this big problem, you can't just solve a big problem at once. You have to break these things down in what? In the steps and the categories that you're supposed to be doing it in, right? The first step on there is what they call parentheses, right? Which I think is the most key step that everybody should focus on. Not only dealing with math, but we're dealing with our life. In those parentheses, the first thing you need to focus on is me. I. Who am I as a person? Am I a person trying to be what somebody else wants me to be, or is this my life? When you stop living life on how other people view you and what you shall be, then you will be a better person. All the dreams that you're trying to aspire to do, are they really yours or are they somebody else's? My whole goal today to do is make sure to give you some information to fill voids in your life, to understand that you have to go to the person that created you and that formed you. Because the person that formed us is who? Yahuwah. He know us. And he know all voids in our life. How do I know that? Because when the things was empty and void, what did he do? He filled it.
That's right.
So the answers that we're looking for, they will be filled and be answered in time, but I just need you, or he just needs you to just stay focused on what you should be doing. By forming yourself by the word.
That's right.
How do you form yourself by the word? By the word. Are you doing things that's pleasing? Are you doing things that's outside his will, outside his body? When you're doing things that's outside, guess what? You are becoming without form. And you're creating other voids. So that's the reason why we're here. We're here to get educated. We're here to understand a lot of things. What hinders us in life is us being defeated by the world. Not only being talked about, but it seems like the white man, they got as they call the white man, they got the upper hand on us. We don't have access to all our food, all our resources. There's answers for that. Those are voids. Those are questions. What's going to happen when you die? Those are voids and those are questions. But I know the Most High will reveal it and he will fill those voids in our life. What we can't do as adults and being here is create other voids for other people. What do I mean by that? If you need help and people see that you have a void and somebody try to help, what you do? Nah, I'm all right. I'm all right. We never, as a person, we never go, Matthew chapter 7 at verse 1. I keep Chris. The first thing we got to work on in our parentheses is me. Matthew chapter 7 at verse 1. Listen to the Sefer.
Shoffet not, that ye be not shoffet.
They said, do not judge so that you shall not be judged. That's what people do. I ain't gonna judge nobody because I don't want nothing to say nothing about me. I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
For with what mashpah ye shoffet, ye shall be shoffet.
Yep.
And with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again.
That's right. Verse 3.
And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy ox but considerest not the beam that is in thine own
Yes.
Or how wilt thou say to thy ox, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own
Hey man, let me try to straighten you out, then come back and look at myself. As I stated, the first thing that everybody got to look at is themselves.
That's
me.
right. That's right.
Period. Because in that casket, when they get ready to tuck your body away, it ain't nobody else in there.
That's right.
It's just you. For that amount of time, that means life is over, gone. Have I did all I can do to get the information, to be in a place, and when that man shall come back in my spot, will I be ready? We only got one life to live. Child, it don't matter who it is, but when your day shall come, you should be ready. We talk about judgment.
Or how wilt thou say to thy ox, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye.
That's right.
Thou hypocrite. First cast out the beam out of thine own and then shalt thou see clearly. Cast out the mote out of thy ox.
First, you need to get yourself right. That's what I had to do for me. Before I could help anybody, I had to get myself right. I told somebody, man, I'm going to get my life right. I'm going to turn my life over to Christ at the time. You know, at the time, because he's my Lord and Savior, as they call it. And they say, Boxer, I like the direction that you're going. And they said, let me come with you. I say, brother, just like the scriptures say, the way you know, what it say? It's,
the way I go,
it said, the way you know. But you know what I told them? I said, bro, I don't even know where I'm going. All I know, I'm going to Atlanta to try to get something right. Well, Boxer, you doing something? Bro, I don't even know. If you want to be whole like me, what you need to do? Follow me. That's all I can do. But before you can start correcting anybody, you need to change you. Not what Boxer want me to be, not what Pastor want, or Malcolm, or Sharaf Jones, or Justin, Sharaf Leon. What do they want me to be? Me. I need to line myself up by the word. Am I doing what the book say? If I'm not, I'm without form. That's right. And I'm being selfish because all the thing I'm doing, I'm trying to gain things in life to get ahead here, but not to get ahead with him. All these people going crazy because they don't know what religion they want to be a part of. All of them. But they don't want to sit down with the book. From who you got? All these people that's religious out there. All these different camps. How do I evaluate a camp? Just call me Boxer the camp evaluator, right? I look at all the knowledge they got. They blow you out the window. All the appearance they got. They dang on Marvel characters. All the uniforms. All the substance. But what I can't wrap my hand around is what you believe, why does it cause you to act wild in the world? This doesn't keep you for whatever reason. You mess with all the women you want. Guess what? My religion justify that. I can drink all I want. Guess what? Their religion justify that. Your religion and your creator should have some type of form of you so that when people see you, they say, you know what? That brother, that sister walking uprightly. But you don't see that. They have no standard. They do whatever they want to do. But they want to judge everybody else. I said, well, hold on, look the way you carry yourself, brother. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't got $5 for you. They always want to make money, they always want to do this, but what is it doing for you and how is this benefiting your community? When Yahusha came down, guess what? He multiplied, he added people. People wanted to follow him. Right? Before it was Facebook, then it was Instagram. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? Before I was adding friends, now people following me. Y'all see how that started happening? They flipped that. And it was for a reason. Because when you add friends, you add people onto you. Now people just started to what? To follow you. Right? That's what Yahusha did. I started adding, guess what? Now it's time for people to follow me. Because people see that and they say, listen, I don't know what he in, I don't know what you're doing, but I need to be following you. Because by following you, it's looking like people are doing the right thing or they trying to find the right way. That's why he say, where you going? He say, the way you know. You already know the way. It's through me. So I'm following on this path of history. And when I read this, I don't see this failing because nothing has went against this to condemn this. And I sit them down, I said, did y'all have Noah in y'all religion? Yeah, Noah there too. I said, Abraham? Yeah, Abraham too. So Yahushua? Yeah, he just, oh, I said, okay. I said, I get it. Muhammad, he was the what? Muhammad was the last prophet that was illiterate and couldn't read. That's what they said, right? Yeah. But then they gave him a book and he wrote everything. He wrote everything. So he was literate then, but then he couldn't read. So which one are we talking about? See, brother, the devil. I said, there you go. The devil is my friend. If that's what you want to call it. But at the end of the day, all these religions out here, right? But it doesn't change the ruach of the person to live right, to do right, to give right. They stealing. My book teach, he that stole, you don't steal no more. That means the wrong that I do, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to go back to that no more. You understand what I'm saying? Continue to read.
Verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Give not that which is Kodash unto the dog.
That's right.
Neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their regal.
Yes.
And turn again and rend you. Ask, and it shall be given you.
Y'all see that? That's important right there. It says, ask, and it shall be
given you.
Given you. Uh-huh.
Seek, and ye shall find.
What the things that you want in your life, who are you asking? The voice in your life, who are you asking to solve your problems? Have you even started to ask anybody? No. Because the average of us are complacent in where we are. Who are you asking? They got an ask.com. Have you found out, how do I find a job? The first thing is start asking for a job. Hey, my man, you hiring? No, we ain't hiring. Hey, you hiring? Nah, you ain't hiring. Hey, you hiring? Yeah, I know a place that's hiring. Where they at? Now I'm going to search. The things you want, you're not even applying yourself.
That's right.
Asking. The next one, it says seek. And what are you seeking? Are you seeking for a job? Are you seeking for opportunity? Are you seeking for how to live right? Because if you open the Safari, you're going to read and none of these shall fail. You're not even seeking for it. I'm looking for a car. Did you go get up and look for it? Nah, I'm going online. They got this little online thing where they'll bring the car. You ain't looking for no car. You ain't looking for no job. You ain't asking for it. You ain't seeking it. The reason I know I get off your fat behind It's the last thing. And what did it say, Chris?
Knock, and it shall be opened unto you.
That means you got to go knock down some doors. That means you got to get off your behind and start knocking. Hey, look, man, this is what I want. This is what I'm trying to do. This is my name. Are you knocking? If you're not asking, you're not seeking, and you're not knocking, you're not trying to be successful. Not only especially in his kingdom. Because why? Because the model worked for him. He's asking you to do something. He's seeking mock worshipers, right? And he's definitely knocking because he said, I stand at the door and what? If any man what? Open, I will come in and what?
Make my bold.
I'm telling you, you void and you need me to come in. The man trying to knock and let you in to fill those voids, but guess what? You don't even open the door. How you don't open the door? Because guess what? When you get ready to start to get some information, you know what you do? You say, nah, I ain't ready for that right now. I stay doing what I'm doing until I'm ready for that. But he's sitting there knocking. He knocking. How you know he knocking? Because you know when at the bar come. The bar tells you right from wrong, right then off the rip. This right and this wrong. But you have your own religion in your mind when it's time to obey it and not to obey it. When stuff start happening wrong, then it's that. No, you know your sins, your kata, they right before you. But it has to start by the basic things. Asking, seeking, and are you actually knocking and you applying yourself?
Right.
I don't care what we're doing. Are you doing it? I want to be saved. You ain't even asking. Because you know what? You ask them, then you put yourself accountable. Mm-hmm. There was a time where every male had to come and had to get a vow. That means you had to say something what you was going to do. Mm. And if you vowed something and you didn't break it, you didn't fulfill it, oh, that's on you. When men start putting stuff out their mouth, guess what? It's time for it to become a performance of it. That what makes you a man. Making the agreement, not make sure, it will help you become a man. Making agreements, fulfilling them, and we going to the next one. Period. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open for you. Now it may come a time where the door of opportunity will be closed, right? The book of Bereshit, Chris, chapter 7. Chapter 7, that verse 1. I was going to say, Lee, give me chapter 6. Hey, Chris, go over and give me 6. What's the last verse in 6? Is it 20, 22?
Yes, sir.
Give me 6 and 20, 6 and 19. Bereshit 6 and 19. Certain things in life I know we can't attain, but we got to just start by doing the basic things. This is Bereshit chapter 6 at verse 19. Listen to the Sephir.
And of every kaid thing of all basar,
yes,
2 of every sort shall thou bring into the taba.
They shall come into the taba, which they call the ark, yes?
To keep them alive with thee, they shall be male and female, of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the arats after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come unto thee,
yes,
to keep them alive.
Yep.
And take thou unto thee of all the food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee,
yes,
and for them. Thus did Nuach, according to all that Elohim amar him
had commanded him.
So did he.
Yep.
Chapter 7.
Chapter 7.
And Yahuwah said unto Nuach,
what did he say?
Come thou and all thy beth into the taba. For thee have I seen Sadiq before me in this Tuladah.
Yep. If he seen, that means he was what?
Watching.
Watching, or he was seeking. Right? If I seen something, that means I was looking for something. Right? The first thing before he built them, he asked him or instructed him to do it. Y'all understand that? Continue.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7
Mm-hmm.
the male and his female.
Yep.
And of beasts that are not clean by 2
Yep.
the male and his female.
Uh-huh.
Of fowls also of the air by 7s
Yep.
the male and the female,
Mhm.
to keep seed alive upon the Pani of all the Arats.
Yes.
For yet 7 Yamin, and I will cause it to rain upon the Arats, 40 Yamin and 40 Layla, and every Kai substance that I have made will I destroy from off the Pani of the Arats.
That man said everything I made, everything in the beginning, right? When we read the Bereshit chapter 1 and 1, everything he created, you know what he said he was gonna do? He was gonna destroy it. And the only people that he was gonna save was just a certain few, right? Is it fair for the creator to destroy the things that he made?
Yes.
Huh? He created it. So one thing I realized this is, it's not up to the person what you're gonna destroy or what he gonna use. You have to be just ready to be what? To be used. Because inside the ark, did clean and unclean go together? Huh? Hey, y'all don't know that. Inside the topper, was there clean animals and unclean animals inside the topper together?
Yes.
Yes, it was. Well, also to show us that people think, okay, you unclean, they call it a Gentile, you can't get in. So I say in a topper, they were clean and unclean together. And the Arats they were saved. Under the water, in the water, guess what? It was clean and unclean that died. So what's the difference? It's all who we gonna take with them. Those who got the information, those who know the information, clean and unclean, because the word that he speaks to you, what? They are raw and they gonna make you clean. That's how I'm gonna make that transformation. So when people say how unclean people and clean people to dwell together, hey, I'm looking right here in history. These people got saved, but they didn't get saved without information. Not these people, but as they call it, the animals, as they talk, they were saved, clean and unclean. But I said, well, how you gonna use clean and unclean animal? Ain't said. The same thing with Shaul when the meat came down in the four corners. Was he talking about people or was he talking about the food? He was talking about the people. That's what I get talk about unclean and unclean. Let me go ahead and get that because these people get ready to email me. And that's fine. My email's wide open. And they get ready to raid. And then what happened?
For yet 7 Yamin, and I will cause it to rain upon the Arats.
That's right.
40 Yamin and 40 Layla.
Yes.
And every Kai substance that I have made will I destroy from off the Pani of the Arats. And Nuach did according unto all that Yahuwah amar him. And Nuach was 600 years old when the flood of Mayin was upon the Arats.
He was 600 years old. We trying to make it to see 100.
Right.
99 and a half won't do. That man was 600 years old. That's crazy. That ain't crazy, I mean, but you just look at our lifetime table. But you make it to 85, they be like, well, Lord, sure been good to you. These people had 600 credit scores. We trying to make it in the ones. That's tight.
And Nuach went in, and his Bani, and his Ashah, and his Bani's Ashah with him into the Taba because of the Mayim of the flood. Of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the Arats.
So y'all see that clean and unclean went in.
There went in two and two unto Nuach into the Taba, the male and the female, as Elohim had Amar Nuach.
That's right.
And it came to pass after 7 Yamin that the Mayim of the flood were upon the Arats. In the 600th year of Nuach Kai, in the second Yarik.
What happened?
The 17th Yom of the Yarik. The same Yom were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of Shamayim were opened. And the rain was upon the Arats 40 Yamin and 40 Layla.
It was on the Arats 40 Yamin and 40 Layla.
In the self same Yom entered Nuach and Shem and Cum and Yafet. the Bani of Nuach, and Nuach's Ashah,
Yep.
and the 3 Ashah of his Bani.
So those people went into the ark.
With them unto the Taba.
Yep.
They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the arats after his kind, and every creeping and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Nuach, into the Taba, 2 and 2 of all Basar, wherein is the breath of Kai.
Whoever had the breath of Kai, they went in.
And they that went in, male and female of all Basar. As Elohim had amar him.
And what happened?
And Yahuwah shut him in.
He shut him in. He closed it up after what? Nuach went inside.
And the flood was 40 yamim upon the arats.
And what happened?
And Mayim increased and bare up the Taba. And it was lift up above the arats. And the Mayim prevailed and were increased greatly upon the arats. And the Taba went upon the Pani of the Mayim. And the Mayim prevailed exceedingly upon the arats. And all the high hills that were under the whole Shamayim were covered.
All right, the book of Daniel, chapter 7, at verse 20. Because just do a recap. When we first started, we started about talking about our history, talking about how things were without form, right? And how things were voided. And when things were without form and things were voided, what happened with Elohim? What did he do? He filled it up. He filled it up. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7. We start at verse 19. We'll start at 19, Chris.
Yes, sir.
19, Dwight. We'll start at, give me 18. All right, here we go. 15, I'm sorry, 15. But I should get it right. I didn't like that. I didn't like that, what Naja just did. She said, hurry up, Basi. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth now. You said 14, 17, what you wanna do? I didn't like that finger, boy. I saw what you did. It didn't take all that to go down. It was just this. All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 15. Listen to the Sefer.
I, Daniel, was grieved in my ruach.
I was grieved. I was distressed.
In the midst of my basar.
Yes.
And the kazoom of my head troubled me.
It troubled me. It alarmed me.
I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked him the amat of all this.
Yes.
So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four Malachim.
Yes.
Which shall arise out of the arats. But the Kodashim of the Most High shall take the Malkuth.
Yes.
And possess the Malkuth, Alam, and Alam.
Forever and ever.
Then would I know the amat of the fourth beast, which was the verse from all the others.
That's right.
Exceeding dreadful.
Yes.
Whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass.
Yes.
Which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his regal.
That's right.
And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had and a paw that spake very great things.
Yes.
Whose look was more stout than his fellows.
That's right.
I beheld, and the same horn made war with the Kodashim.
Yep. That means there was a certain people that started fighting against the people of Elohim, people of Yahuwah. The Kodashim means the what? The Kadash. Y'all follow what I'm saying? So that's what began to happen. So we have Daniel, he had a vision on what's happening with these 4 beasts. These were the 4 kings, the 4 rulers that was upon our rise, right? Do y'all know there was also 4, I think it was 4 kings that Abraham had to deal with? Y'all knew that? You know Abraham went against the 4 kings? Just tell me you find about it. I think it's Bereshit chapter 22. He'll find it. But at the end of the day, we're talking about these 4 beasts, right, that stood up. And he's giving the interpretation. He's asking about the interpretation of these things. All right. Because what happens if somebody has a vision, right, and it's not filled, it becomes a what? It becomes a void. The more information we get, the better informative we'll be out here in society. Continue, Chris.
And prevailed against them until the Ancient of Yamin came, and Mashpah was given to the Kodashim of the Most High.
That's right.
And the time came that the Kodashim possessed the Malkuth.
And what happened?
Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth Malkuth upon the Arat, which shall be diverse from all Malkuth, and shall devour the whole Arat.
It's going to be different than any other king or any other ruler that have came.
And shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
Yep.
And the 10 horns out of this Malkuth are 10 Malakim.
Yep.
That shall arise, and another shall rise after them. And he shall be diverse from the first.
And what happened?
And shall subdue 3 Malakim. And he shall speak great Dabarim against the Most High.
How many Malakim he say gonna destroy? 3. So that leaves what? That leaves one more. So what, as the beginning of what we're getting ready to end to, the things that you deal with, a lot of things that go on through your life, certain Malakim's messages that you get, certain things will be able to be answered just by the Dabar. That may be overtaken, or you may be able to defeat these certain things in your life. Right? But there may be some, guess what? Some voids that you just can't even what? Be answered right now. But the only person can answer that, I guarantee that, is Mr. Yahuwah. That's right. I guarantee that. In life, there's a lot of things I be thinking about. Guess what? It get answered right away. Where are you going with this? Let's see why. Go ahead, Chris.
And he shall speak great Dabarim against the Most High, and shall wear out the Kodashim of the Most High.
That's right.
And think to change times and Torah. And they shall be given into his hand.
Y'all see that? So this nation, what we dealing with, what are the things they starting to change? They want to change times. They trying to change our laws, right? Even as we're trying to serve here, they change things as we go. Vaccinations. It seems like you never can win with these people. It's not set for us to win. The book already telling us what's going to happen. You think you're going to fight and beat these people, it ain't going to happen. They changing this stuff, and think about it. What you going to do about it? What can you do? What army do you have? Huh? What kingdom do you have? Right? But only thing you can do is still maintain your patience and do what's right, and you need to establish a coalition together to be able to survive this storm. Because all these things when you think gonna be it's not gonna be it. Continue, Chris.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and a dividing of time.
So you remember that happened? The Most High said, I'm giving them this power to do what they're doing right now. It's not what y'all reading at. He said it's going to be given into their hands to do this, right? So if I give this power into their hands, my people who already got my debar, they should already be doing what they're supposed to be doing. They shouldn't be without form and following along with these people, right? So it says it's going to be given into their hands for a time and a time and a time and a half. Go ahead, Chris.
But the Mashpah shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to continue and to destroy it unto the end.
That's right. 27.
And the Malkuth and dominion and the greatness of the Malkuth under the whole Shamayim shall be given to the arm of the Kodashim of the Most High, whose Malkuth is an everlasting Malkuth.
And what happened?
And all dominions shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, then y'all, my cognition much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me.
That's right.
But I kept the matter in my law.
He kept the matter in his law. Go ahead to verse 26. What does that have to do with anything? So, do you know, what verse did it say, Do you know, in this same book, I think it was at 25, he talked about these kings that was upon these people. Do you know what they did with the Kodashim, with the people of our people? They prevailed against them. That's the same thing that happened in the beginning with the waters. The waters prevailed against who? Huh? Over the rocks and over the people. So what happened in the scenario? These waters, these 4 kings, you know what they did? They're going to prevail over us. And he said he's going to give it to us. But guess what? Guess the last one who's going to come? Mr. Yahushua. What verse that was? At 24. That's it. Read this again. I'll read it for you.
Yes,
it
sir.
said, and 10 horns out of the kingdom are 10 that shall arise, and another shall arise after them. And he shall be different than the previous ones. And what? And shall subdue and take over the 3 kings. So you got to think about something. When these nations come over, guess what the United States try to do? They try to wipe out everybody that what? That ruled before. And they try to be that head, that person over. All these things that are happening, these are the waters that's happening over again. The waters prevail over the land, but guess what? When the Shamash came out, the water had to what? It had to subside and cease. Yes, they may prevail. Yes, a lot of these people may take over, but at the end of the day, those people that hold their course, when this is over, when it's given back to the Most High, guess what? We're going to be with him forever. So what does this tell you? What does this teach you? If he said he's going to get these things into their hands in order to have control over us, you see these people changing these times. They're changing these laws. We have to become more educated in the people and know what's going on in society. Forcing these shots. Because the whole goal is to get us off at the end of the day. That's the whole entire goal, to get us off. But the same premise that I use on how this water had prevailed in Bereshit has overtook. But at the same time, those same waters, they had to come down and had to subside. And when those people came out of the ark, guess what happened to life? Life continued. Clean and unclean together. So what does that tell me as a person, right? What that tells me as a person is, if I see this, I know these things are coming, I have to be able to maintain my life. Maintain my void right here on the rocks. Some things I want to be successful with in life. At the same time, with the bar, I want to be successful to make it inside his malkuf. I started talking to you all about asking, about seeking, about knocking. A lot of these answers, what you're dealing with, the people that you're going to are the same people that put you in the same situation. The people you asking to save you are the people just trying to trap you up to bring you closer back to them. The people who you should be asking, you don't want to ask because you know I'm knocking on that door, then I open up myself and really tell y'all the truth. Guess what? You're going to find out about me and who am I again. But the first thing that we got to work on inside that parenthesis that we talked about was who?
Me.
It was me. It was self. And to read that scenario, what I use as far as with the floods, the people overtaking me, the same situation. That's what happened in life. When you are trying to do right, everybody in the world will just overtake you with different problems, and they just keep coming, keep coming. You think you got this paid? That's what? Something else coming. This taken care of. Something else coming. At the end of the day, you're gonna be like, man, I'm tired of it. But you can't get tired of it. If these people gonna do this to us, how we feeling these little old tasks? These little tasks, what I asked you to do. He give us the keys, ask, seek, and knock. We don't even do that. We don't even activate that. What's the secret potion? What's the secret potion is get out my face and go do something. Action. Get up and go do something. Knock on doors. I'm not scared of cold call. I'm not scared of knocking on doors. If you want to be successful in anything, you got to weary this man. Hey, what's up, man? I've been here about, I ain't complaining tonight, I've been here. Hopefully I can get a little something. Can I get some help down here? Anything. You asking, when you start asking people something, right, you're expecting an answer or a result or somebody do or something to happen, right? Nobody's not gonna give you nothing if you don't even step forward the effort and even ask. Or seeking for things, or knocking for things, and trying to find these things. So a lot of things in life that you don't understand, like when I talk about the end of the world, how these people taking over, all these countries winning, it was already written before. There's gonna be another king that's gonna come, guess what, and take over the first three, and we still gotta walk our way through it. We still gotta walk our way through it and still maintain our two works at the end of the day. So the whole goal that I want to try to get across through this message today is the voids in your life when you're dealing with you, it's time for you to really start seeking and looking over those things. Really evaluating your situation without nobody else or what they're going to. People going to say what they want to say anyway. I've been start worrying about that. When I start worrying about that, guess what? I start to maintain my course. Because even my success and my failure, you're going to talk about it anyway. When you create something, you create somebody to give some negative and positive feedback for, period. That's just it. If I never created nothing, what are they going to talk about? That's why I give people something to talk about. Whatever you do in life, somebody going to have something negative or positive to say about it, period. Now, if it's constructive criticism that's negative against that, I think you should try to tweak and change it. But if you never did nothing, people have nothing to say to you. But when you start doing things, guess what? Hey, bro, I seen you had that business, man. I think I can help you out. Oh, you can help me out now. What about when I needed the help? Yeah, you weren't paying nothing. I still ain't paying nothing now. You just like the fame. Oh, I see what you want. Yeah, give me 20 hours free, the other 20 hours, you can see it working. I ain't trying to do all that. Well, that's fine, man. I have spent time getting where I'm at today. Somebody has to pay that. Is that person you? If they really believe in you, guess what? I'm finna pay you that money I need to learn. Because I'm asking, guess what? I'm seeking, and you're gonna have some more opportunities. But that's what we got to get to in life, to get off our behind and activating what this man is saying. Don't be troubled about what's going on in life. Those things are going to happen anyway. But where are you going to be in this situation? What about me? Where am I going to be at? And it's me lining up with what the boss says. Because if you're succeeding out here in life but failing with the bar, you're still without form and void. That's it. That's my time. Appreciate it. Out of there. That's it. Get ready to get this offering. I'm gonna get back to my overseas chronicles to see what's going on new out there, because ain't nothing good going overseas, just right here. Just right here. Man, Danielle said I wanted to continue in that. Because that thing, Danielle, I didn't have time, but hopefully one day I have time. When they start talking about changing times and seasons, y'all know they're trying to get everybody on one time, right? They're trying to get everybody on one time. If I get everybody on one time and I start changing seasons, that's what they do. This global warming stuff, they want this thing to be forever, ever warm or cold. They say the doggone glaciers are melting all over the place. All over the place where they shouldn't even be melting at. So you know what they doing? They trying to create a whole nother sun. Y'all heard about that? They trying to make or trying to burst another light, another different light. What you say, Josh? Kosh said they already got the sun. They already made it. Hey man, see, y'all already know, man. Tight, man, I gotta get updated. Where's that? Send me the sun. Send me the sun. Oh yeah. Kosh said he gonna send me the sun. What? Appreciate it. Yeah, we get ready to get out of here. But just a little something y'all consider, y'all. If y'all don't do it all, y'all gotta get off y'all behind and try to get out there and get it. Period. Ask, seek, and knock. Once I got that in my mind, I mean, there's nothing should be able to hold you back. But you. But you. It don't matter how old you is, how young you is. I was telling my kids, like, Dad, we can go to work with you. I said, man, it's time you create your own job, nah. They created their job. The next day, Daddy, it's time to go to work with me. I said, what about the job you're supposed to get? Man, I can't find nothing. You need to go keep finding it. Don't give up, keep going. Being persistent, man, that's what you do. They told me no. And? Shoot, man. First person told me no, I said, okay. I was doing some sales, right? Try to sell my insoles. Hey, how you doing? You want to buy some insoles? Nah, man, I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, what about your wife? She like a feet hurting, man. Like, you take care of your wife, don't you? Yeah, I take care of my wife. What you mean? I'm just saying, she likes her feet hurting, man. She might want to try these things on. My wife don't need nothing. He always saying what you don't need. I ain't gonna even say nothing, man. You know, I just want to let y'all, you know what, let me try them. Here we go. Oh, baby, these things come. I'm not trying to buy that stuff. Come on. Baby, come try them on. Then he try them on. Guess what? I got 2 customers. He said no, I gotta go to her. And they said no, I let them walk home. How you doing, man? You wanna try some insoles? I just showed that lovely couple walked away with our benefits. They don't know if they bought none anything. Right? Now I got another sale. Don't be afraid of the word no. All right? If somebody try to offer you something sexual and they say no, that's no means no. Y'all not gonna trip me up. My shower off said, don't let nobody tell me no. All right, now you go to jail now. I didn't say that. Talking about I said something. I'm gonna be in that courtroom like my man. Mr. O'Neal, you gotta say something. I'm talking to my father. Did y'all see that? That man crazy. That man said, I'm talking to my father. All right, let's stand. Come on, let's go. Wait, so he talking to his father, boy. Leave that brother alone. Leave that brother alone. Yosh. Damon Martinez. MJ, Jeff. Palmer's. Meats. Ed and his family. Miller and Keely. Okay. Sarah, Rashida. Putman family. Woo, little Danny was 16. You were 16, right? Well, turn around, man. I don't know why you were trying to look around like. Hey, was you 16? There you go. There you go. Tomorrow is Camden and Jace's birthday. Camden and Jace. Madwood sitting there hard. I thought I saw Michelle. Oh, okay. CJ, okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Everybody good? We say a hard to our out-of-town members. You know, they're over there suffering overseas. You know, doing everything that we want to do. You know. Alvin ain't sitting there hard. Tight word. Well, listen, man. Hey, I wash my hands from that, boy. I mean, Alvin said, they ain't sitting there hard. They don't harm us? Tight, man. What's going on, bro? I don't know, man. It's tight, man. I don't know, man. He ain't sitting there hard. I don't know. Maybe life is good over there. I don't know, man. You got everything. I don't know. God, I guess, Kanye's, we got to make the rest of it. Hey, look at the bright side. We got QT coming right there. QT, come. We got a little closer? Hell, right down the street. You right down the street. All right, all lost. That's cool. Moska Kadash, Yah, through the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, we see how I do for allowing us to be here again, how I do for the bar that had went forth. We ask you to barak our minds to be able to have a readiness and to get up and go about ourselves, to be able to understand our bar, to be able to seek thy own, and also to be able to knock that you may come in and abode with us, to give us answers to problems, situations that we may be going through. Things about health, things about finances, things with our family, things with our mishpachah, things with just getting ourselves together. We ask you to continue to be with us. We ask you to dwell with us, olam and olam. We ask you to barak those that are away from us, our mishpachah, that's out of town. We say hadu for the new member that you have given us, our kuv. We say hadu for continue to have us a ra'ah to lead us in and to lead us out through these situations and times that we'll be going through today. We ask you to continue to be with us henceforth and forevermore. Through your being, Yahushua HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. Oh, y'all, come on. Y'all sing ra'ah. Y'all, come on. He looking overseas. It might be a little delay, but he overseas. Come on, y'all. Come on. He got garners and pets and all that. They got food over there. They ain't got to eat with their hands over there. Y'all ready? Y'all go ahead and face the camera. Ra'ah. Who that is dive on the floor? Amana, she dive on the floor? All right. Come on, y'all gotta sing it loud because he's over there. All right. And it's so much fun going on, you gotta over talk it. All right. Do ready? You gotta say ra'ah. All the little children. Y'all ready? Come on, y'all ready? Why did you cut them gloves? Just destructive. You don't just destructive. Why? Them nice Under Armour gloves he cutting. My sons. Why? Come on, y'all ready? Y'all seeing the ra'ah, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hook. That's right. Hey, tell them to come home. Come home. Come home. Drop that cush. Come home.